Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the PvPerium channel. I have an actual guide for you today, something that might be a little bit useful. We've been mucking around at the old Imperium here with our flag carrying games. We weren't very good at it, so I went on a little bit of a mission, did some OQ groups, went with some other raids and so on, and tried to find out exactly what it is we're doing wrong. And we've found a solution, and that is to be a rogue flag carrier. There he is, look, little monkey lover with his pink hair. Isn't he sweet? So here we are. I'm going to run through with you exactly what it is that I do. I've got a few examples as well, and hopefully you might find it useful for your right about ground teams or whatever. Since doing this, I wouldn't. Well, as far as this season's concerned, anyway, I don't think I'd take another flag carrier. These are they're just too good. They're too good. Okay, so first of all, this is my setup, the one that we have here. This is for DPS, okay, in rated battlegrounds. Now, most of you rogues out there are going, he has burst of speed and not shadow step. What a bellend. Well, the thing is, my friends, that in rated battlegrounds, I find the maneuverability that I get from burst of speed to be far, far better than the 20 seconds I have to wait for shadow step. Don't get me wrong, it's really good for switches with the old redirect and so on. But yeah, on the whole, I tend to find in rated battlegrounds that burst of speed is best all the time, so I always have it. Anyway, what we're going to do for flag carry run is we're going to take Night Stalker, okay, so that we're really, really fast when we're stealth. And we're also going to go in the second tier, we're going to go for combat readiness, okay, and elusiveness. We're going to have this, again, for rated battlegrounds, I tend to run with this all the time anyway. It means that whenever you use your feint ability, which is down here for me, look for that one, okay, it reduces damage by 30%. Okay, it says for 7 seconds here. That is because I have the glyph attached, glyph of feint, and I'll come to that in a minute. We have burst of speed, so that means that it will reduce any slowing movement shit on you, which is brilliant. It doesn't get you out of snares or anything, but I'm a gnome, so I've got the gnome racial escape artist, which gets me out of snares. I've also got cloak. I have shadows to get me out of snares, so it usually gets me across the field. Prey on the weak, that's not huge. That doesn't really mean a huge amount for flag carrying, but mark for death is amazing, because what you can do is you can mark for death somebody that's running after you, say a hunter, they'd send a pet after you or something. So what you can do is a jump shot, is where you're running forwards, you jump, turn around, mark for death, and then face the right direction again before your jump lands. What you've done is you've put 5 combo points on that target, which you can then use for recuperate. So you can have a tick and recuperate on you at all times, okay? And that is because we have Glyph of Recovery. Okay, we always go for Glyph of Recovery so that healing is increased by 20%. If you imagine, with Feint up, you're reducing damage by 30%, you're increasing healing by 20%, and those aren't even cooldowns, okay? That's just standard. You can have that at all times, and there's no reason you shouldn't be able to keep either of those up at all times, alright? Glyph of Feint, so that your feint lasts from 5 seconds to 7 seconds, and Glyph of Cloak of Shadows, okay, because what that does is it the usual magical stuff where it takes away, you basically can't be hurt by magic, but it also reduces the amount of damage you take from warriors and stuff, which there are plenty of. Okay, so I'm going to end this little bit of video here, and then I'm going to move swiftly on and slickly, like a swift, slick thing, to give you some examples of what's actually happening here. Hello! I'm back! Of course, from your perspective, I never actually went anywhere. Whatever. Hello! We are in Twin Peaks, the battleground of the breast. Titties. No! What I'm showing you here is I didn't hit the record button, basically, at the beginning of the battleground. Because, I'll be honest, I didn't know if we were going to win. But when it became apparent that yes, we were going to win, I was like, aha! Let's make a video out of this. It would look amazing. So this is what happens when everything's going nice. It's going really well. I've got all those glyphs I told you about. I love this song. I should probably get rid of this song, actually. It's not going to make any sense when you listen to it, because I'll have to get rid of it, or the copyright fuckers will be on me. Anyway, what we have here is, you can see on to the left of my heads-up display, okay, add-on called Ice HUD, brilliant, I love it. You'll notice it says Deadly Poison, Mind-Numbing Poison, but above that, Burst of Speed counts down very quickly. I'm trying to reapply it at all times. So, there, that is the little area you need to be paying attention to during this, because that is the buffs that I have put on myself. Okay, so Burst of Speed, here we go. And we're off. So we get across the map incredibly quickly. I don't even ask for any healers to come with me. It would jump here and put on sprint. This gets me across the water nice and quickly. Okay. And then just before sprint wears off, burst of speed's back. Now, feint. Glyph of feint, okay? What I try to do, it's more difficult when you're running because you'll be using... That's another great song. Anyway, it's more difficult when you're running because you'll be using energy on burst of speed and feint, okay? So it'll start to go down. Really, you need to prioritise keeping feint up above 5 seconds more so than you need burst of speed. Because if you think about it, everything, really, all your stuns that are going to come into you are going to be instant cast because you're moving so fast, alright? So, try and keep feint up above 5 seconds at all times. I have failed dismally on multiple occasions, alright? And when I stand still, what I tend to do is I don't even look at the feint timer. I look at my energy bar. Okay, I'll put my back to a wall so I can't be fucked over by a druid or a rogue, okay, and I just basically watch my energy bar. When it goes back to 100, I hit feint. Back to 100, I hit feint. That's all I do, just to try and keep this 30% damage mitigation up. So here we are, we're standing on the spot. Right, hopefully, I'll actually do what I just said now, and I'll spam feint. 100% and feint. 100% and feint. 100% and feint. There you go, nice and boring. Right, and all you got to do now is, there you go, Matey Bollocks is dead, because the entire team get to have... where they get to have all their healers and everything like that. This guy is so fast and so maneuverable and so defensive on his own. I can pretty much hold off an ink. And the idea is, if we can keep our team, if you look at the mini-map, which is top left, okay, well, it's just to the right of my raid frames, okay, you'll notice the team is in one group. We try to keep them in one massive group at all times. We're just farming this start of the graveyard, and they were a 1650 team, so they're not exactly professionals, but by fucking no means are we. You know, we only do this a couple nights a week. We're not particularly good at it, so sort of proof that it works really well. So here we go again. We're off back over the map, and you'll notice, well, this at the moment there's nothing really going on other than keeping burst of speed up. Now, another reason that they're so good, rogues, is because if you do end up finding yourself to be in this big old fucking grind fest, which is you know, like, I don't know, they've got their flag carrier back for whatever reason, you've got your back in your base, you can call yourself a couple of healers, you can send your offensive team off to go and kill stuff, and you're still quite a competent member of DPS. Also, between mopping up like people that are coming to kill you, just so long as you're actually competent. Oh, this is my favourite song. Do you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to leave these songs in and just not monetize this one. Doo-doo, I've been crying. Right, enough of that. Yeah, so what you do is all your cooldowns on a really short, like, what is evasion is what, that's like 2 minutes. I think it might be 3, but that is reset with preparation. You've got Cloak of Shadows, that's what, a minute. You've also got combat readiness, that is on 2 minutes as well. And you can keep up your 30% damage reduction at all times anyway, because, like, if they're sheeping you or something like that, there you go, and here's the win. And we'll go into a second video now. And here it is. Right, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not renowned for my editing, I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at much, to be honest. Right, on this one, the reason we showed you this one, we will hoard on this one. Okay, but stuff is coming at me. Come at me, bro. Come at me, motherfucker. Right, so we're keeping feint up, burst of speed. You've noticed he's just chucked a load of shit all over me. So, what buttons are we pressing here? I've just hit blind on him to try and do that. Right, here we go. Now, I've got recuperate up as well. And slice and dice for some more energy regen. Here we go. Horrified. Recuperate is still up. Feint is back up again. Although I stopped, I got, yeah, I've just used my gnome racial there to get out the roots and so on. And here we go. Matey Boy cyclones me here, but that's not a bad thing. He's actually done me some help here, because if you'll notice, over the raid frames, I've got loads of dots and so on me. So right now, they're not ticking. Now, we were bumming this lot, and I think they suddenly realised how good it was for a rogue to come and be a flag carrier was, because you'll notice they are running a rogue flag carrier, and they weren't. They weren't. But we managed to cap these two in such quick succession. I'll just shout to my healer here that I'm going up onto the roof. So, you'll notice that Escape Artist is almost back. Blind is almost back. I've used Evasion, which has only got a minute, and I've also used Preparation. Okay, so all these cooldowns are already coming back, and we go back to the 100% energy, keeping up fainting again, which I've failed to do. That's good. Recuperate is still up. They've given me a heads up that it looks like the flag carrier is going to go down. And the druid is still on the spot, but it's not good enough. So, as you can see, that I wasn't in too much in the way of danger there, and admittedly, it's not exactly the worst thing. It wasn't like I had 7 people on me or anything like that. But with the use of cooldowns, you don't really drop, nor did you have to panic, to be honest. You've got enough mobility and survivability to be able to survive most of these things. So, hopefully, this has been useful. Good luck to you, and cheerio!